Game 2 is Saturday night, same time, same place, same teams. A Brown win sends them to Lake Placid. A Quinnipiac win forces Game 3. It left the field completely cold, windy, and muddy. But how did the weather affect the game? Both sides had differing viewpoints. On a night where the Bobcats honored their head coach Rand Pecknold for winning 500 career games, they added one more to his historic resume. Quinnipiac will return to action next Saturday at home in a rematch of last year's NIRA National Championship game. A stellar regular season was deserving enough for a spot in the College Insider Tournament. Quinnipiac, a small school from southern New England. Minnesota Duluth, the reigning national champions from a hockey state. Currently fourth in the fan voting, Prisky checks all the boxes for the award. Teamwork, dedication, integrity. Visit any local gym and you're likely to find a basketball game. No matter where the game takes place, the idea is always the same. Put the ball in the basket. That's still the goal for one basketball league in New England, yet it comes with a twist.
People are walking by in the gym like, wait a minute, something's not right. This guy just dunked on two people. Like, hold on, what's going on over here?
Legacy League's founder, Joey Zacco, started his own basketball league in Connecticut after graduating from Quinnipiac University. The idea for Legacy League started on the high school blacktop for Zacco. With the hoop 10 feet off the ground, he was not able to dunk. But with the 8.5-foot hoops for Legacy Leagues, his dream came true.
It's similar that there's a ball and that there's humans playing.
While Legacy Leagues has lowered the hoops, when it comes to being professional, they've raised the bar.
The biggest thing that surprised me is that 8.5-foot rim league, not necessarily the height of the rims, but the fact that everybody just took it like it was Game 7 in the NBA Finals.
Welcome to a semifinals edition of the post-game show. I'm here.
And that extends to the media coverage.
This is the Legacy League. Tell me what will your legacy be?
The stats, the highlights, we do post-game interviews, all-star night, top plays of the week, power rankings. I mean, the amount of stuff we do is what sets us apart.
Reporting in Hamden, Kyle Levasseur, Q30 Sports. Odine Tufto, Vermont's worst nightmare.
Something about Vermont. I don't know what it is, but, like I said, great team win. We battled all night. We got the win.
Tied at 2 apiece, Tufto scored the game-winning goal for Quinnipiac with just 15.2 seconds left in regulation.
Honestly, it was kind of a lucky play. Their D bobbled the puck, and I beat them to it, and I turned around and, kind of blind shot it. But, good things happen when you work hard all game.
The sophomore is now 2 for 2 in his career against Vermont. 2 games, 2 game-winning goals. Tufto's goal came 2 minutes after Chase Prisky knotted the game off a slap shot with an extra attacker on. Quinnipiac head coach Rand Pecknold says Prisky continues to improve as a leader.
He's just, he's an A++ character kid. He always does the right thing when no one's watching him. He's really an impressive individual. He leads by example. He's not a rah-rah leader, but he's a great captain. I think he got a good experience last year, and I've seen him take a jump this year with his leadership. He's even better this year.
Despite trailing 2-1 late in the third period, the Bobcats clawed their way back to start their season 1-0.
I just think it showed how relentless our team was. We're obviously young, but played with a lot of adversity, and we never backed down, and it was a really good team win. To have that type of game happen to you on the first night of the season and you come out with a win, it's pretty awesome.
The Boston Red Sox are knocking on the door of a World Series berth. After splitting 2 games with the Houston Astros at Fenway Park, the Red Sox traveled to Texas to try and take a series lead. Game 3 went as planned on Tuesday as the Sox beat the Stros 8-2. Boston entered Game 4 last night trying to keep the bats hot. Jackie Bradley Jr. had a grand slam in Game 3, and here he is in Game 4. Look at that, a 2-run blast, putting Boston up 6-5 in the 6th inning. We'll jump to the bottom of the 9th. Craig Kimbrell on the mound for the Red Sox, facing Alex Bregman with the bases loaded. Sox up 8-6. Bregman with a line shot to left field, and Andrew Benintendi makes the play of his life. If that ball gets by him, the Astros are winning it. He makes a gutsy diving play. You'll be seeing this one for years to come. The Red Sox win at 8-6. They take a 3-1 series lead with a chance to clinch it tonight in Game 5 at 8:09 p.m. in Houston. It is always a battle when Quinnipiac and Cornell hockey face off. The Bobcats took Game 1 of the season series up in Ithaca, but head coach Mike Schaefer of the Big Red said that they were pissed and were going to remember it. Ethan DeYoung gets the scoring started for Quinnipiac, getting a nice juicy rebound, putting the Bobcats up 1-0. And his fellow freshman Peter Dilibratori, he'll score on the power play for his second goal of the year. Quinnipiac up 2-0. Nick Germain, he's back from an injury that kept him out for most of the season, but he gets called for a hooking penalty, and Cornell would capitalize. Game at 2-1 now. Quinnipiac head coach Rand Pecknold definitely wants that one back.
I thought probably the pivotal moment of the game was the ozone penalty that we took, and we were up 2-0. Everything was going great. We were dominating, and I thought that changed the whole game. So unfortunately, we got to try to stay away from those ozone penalties.
Quinnipiac only had 2 penalties on the day, but when you face elite teams, they are going to capitalize on any small mistakes. There, Morgan Barron of the Big Red is going to tie the game at 2 apiece. Neither team could score in the remainder of regulation play, so we're heading to overtime in Hamden for the second game in a row, and neither team could find the back of the net. Alex Whalen with Quinnipiac's best opportunity in overtime, but each team is going to stick at 2 goals apiece for Quinnipiac's first tie of the year. The Bobcats gained 1 league point and are now at the top of ECAC hockey. They'll return to action at home next Friday when they welcome the Dartmouth Big Green. Well, that will do it for me with sports this week. I'm Kyle Levasseur. Back to you guys at the desk.